your account in there, and then it takes a minute to figure out how to plug it all up. That's why I've had so much trouble, because then they update the systems, and it's just a major pain in the ass when they do that. It was when I was out of town, so I got back and thought everything was normal, and next thing I know, I'm talking shit without a mask, mead, snort, and blow, and we're not even live, but we are live now. Ski Mask Collective, episode 43.
What was that? Sneed, snort, and blow? What were you saying?
Yeah,
well,
Steve,
I mean,
that's right.
No,
Steve.
yeah, scuba.
Yeah, Steve snorting, not me or Mead.
Right. I mean, who would think those guys would do drugs?
Your day as a professional broadcast.
I think it was the third or fourth
time. I like that the two problems were one guy's doing coke and you didn't have your mask on.
Yeah. I mean,
what's the bigger problem there?
Well, I mean, look, I'm outed now, so it's not really a problem. Which, I mean, whatever, name's been out there for a while since the shit started, so anybody can.
And there you go. Fuck it. Let's lead it right off. Get it out of the way. That's the problem, Chad. See, this is it, Chad. This is why. Okay. This is why. You know where I'm going with this?
Yeah, well, I was getting brought into this little Twitter drama, and I was just like, I don't know who the other guy is. I know he's said shit in the past on me.
Yeah, he said shit in the past. He attacked you to begin with a long time ago, after one of your first appearances, and then he started a YouTube fan page for my show, and so I was like, what? I didn't ask him to do any of this stuff. And then he made this intro fucking video for my thing, and he was like, hey, you mind using this as your intro? And I was like, I don't really use intros, but I'll plug it in once or twice.
What's it called? Slender juice or something?
Schmeckle juice. Yeah.
That's the funny thing. Like, it was me and Ski Mask on my podcast talking about Barry Ribs' manager, who's all crazy and weird. And for 1 second of an hour podcast, we mentioned Schmeckle juice. And I didn't say anything bad. You barely said anything. Right. He fucking went off on that part, and he went crazy. It wasn't even about him. He just got a mention.
Yeah, he got mad because I simply said, hey, if you're out there, if you're gonna make an intro video for my show and send it to me, just make it simple. Send the video or email it to me. He sent me through this external website, which you would click on it, and like 5 more websites would pop up. I'm like, this guy could be taking over my computer. I don't know who the fuck Schmeckle Juice is. There's no face to the account. And so that's all I said on your show. And then he got angry about that. He was like,
we were basically telling we appreciate, listen, anyone that's listening to any of us, we appreciate. But at the same time, some of these fans are jealous of Stancil and me. You two fucking set a bar for these other fucking morons that they now think that they're all going to get shows and they're all going to be on people's things and they all should be celebrities. So they're all trying to take their shots and do whatever. And some of them will message us like Atticus and Schmeckle Juice with him and tell us how to run our shows or what to do. Yeah. And they need to be told to calm the fuck down sometimes.
Right.
Rack him.
Give him rack.
I mean, that's all it is. Because at first it starts off nice and friendly, and you're messaging. He messaged once back, and by the time a few weeks go on, it's like he thinks he's part of the show. He's like, oh, you need to do this. With the intro video, you have to download this back. I'm like, look, first of all, I don't have time to do any of that. I appreciate the effort.
First of all,
but fuck.
Ski Mask, I've told you this. You're a great guy, but sometimes you're too good of a guy. You don't have to give them all access to you. They're becoming fans of you. I know you started off as a fan, but you aren't now. You've got a show that people want to listen to and watch. You just you ignore it.
Right.
If he wants to make a tribute thing, that's cool, but tell them that, hey, let the people know it's not your thing.
There it is. There it is.
By the way, here's my mugshot from my 2012 DUI.
There you go.
Nice. Ooh. There it is.
Look at the glare.
It's called a bad day.
That exactly, Chad. You hit the nail on the head. It's called a bad fucking day, and that's all it is.
That's a good pick for a bad day, though.
I mean, that one is, yeah.
By the way, I also made it the cover of my album "Reckless Operation," which you can pick up on iTunes, Pandora, wherever you get your music. So check it out. Reckless Operation was also what I pled down to.
Yeah. Well, in the end, I'm glad that they put the mugshot out there. So what did we get? 7 new patrons out from him hating and putting my personal information out there. So a thank you to those guys. We got shirts coming for you. And that's it. I mean, what the fuck else?
If he actually was a funny person, if he actually deserved to be part of a show, you know what he would have done? He said, I found the headshot, I found the mugshot, and it would have been your mugshot with your pink mask superimposed fucking over it. And it would have been funny.
Right. I've gotten
but
3.
Instead, he starts a fight for no fucking reason. He's not going to win. You have a show, and he's Jew Jizz or whatever the fuck his name is.
Exactly. He gets the lowest blow he could, and it turned out. I mean, it's fine. I mean, people could have just looked up the information if they wanted to. Half the fans already follow my personal account, which I don't even use. It's like that. I mean, that guy doesn't have anything to do with the show. It's a fucking character. So that's why I was like,
okay. But the point of me bringing it up was not to bash butt juice again. It was to go to. We have Chad here. Chad,
Yes.
you had a big bone to pick that I have a fake name and Ski Mask has a fake name, and then this guy proved the exact point as to why we have to. Because I don't give a shit if most people. I don't give a shit if people know my real name, but then losers, big losers, they post stuff like this. They go to, because when they can't come back, they just go to, I'm gonna Google his mugshot. I'm gonna contact his job.
By the way, I'm looking at all these squares. We look like the white douchebag Brady Bunch.
He kind of did.
There's nothing fuckable about this Brady Bunch. So there's no Marcia in the mix at all.
Who's Alice tonight?
Wait a second.
Oh, Andy is here. There he is.
Wasn't Alice right behind you? That bald white guy, whoever that was. There he is.
Pat's in the middle, so I guess Alice.
Don't worry about that guy. What's up, Chad?
What up, man?
What up,
How are
buddy?
you? How you
Am
feeling?
I going to see you in Florida in a couple weeks or what?
Yeah, we were messaging. Where are you going? When you coming?
I'm just flying in to fuck Alex Engelbert.
So that's where he's coming.
Yeah, he's gonna come.
I really
Ew.
I actually wanted to see Chad do stand up, and that's about it. But
Yeah, which you should. Orlando's what, an hour away from Tampa?
Yeah, I'll come up there because Paul from SiriusXM Raw Dog, he wants me to come up there. So I'm looking to go up to Orlando. So I'll meet you guys up there for sure.
Sounds like a
Great.
double date.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I'll watch you fuck Alex. It'll be great.
Now, if you don't film that,
That's
For Patreon.
yeah, Patreon only for that.
that's
Chad,
behind the paywall. That's about it. I need
Right.
money for the fucking whatever disease I'm gonna get. So-
okay, yeah,
Your
yeah.
man
Well,
standing hard behind you. I mean,
Hey, who's Flavor
Yeah.
Flav behind you?
yeah, he's
is that security for Larry Baeo's entourage?
Yeah. That's a guy who wears a very
it's-
tight.
It's worse me.
Worse
This is
It
insane.
actually is. I know.
All
It
right,
is.
enough-
Before I started running, that's me behind you.
Dave, don't try to talk shit because you know exactly.
His
what
name's Jim.
Wow, look at that. You see, you can't even get through a show.
Why do you have a different man behind you all the time?
Yeah,
What is that with your house and just different men?
I like variety.
there was one show he had a woman on his lap the entire show. Is she a comic too?
First time to have a woman near me.
Really? Then there was
No,
like three.
not now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
I believe he's wearing her hat.
But then Larry had to put her back in storage when he was done. So it was-
that was Madison Malloy.
He looks
That's-
like Stone Cold Steve Austin with Down syndrome.
Rack him.
Rack him.
Stone Cold Steve Autism. There he
No,
is.
I actually
there
saw
it
that
is, there it
video
is.
of Madison. I'm friends with her. I was like, is that Madison? And good for you. Good pull on that one.
Yeah, good pull. Like the only time I would ever get her is when she's blackout drunk. That's
Yeah.
And there's
on
a
the-
camera on.
Yeah,
Right,
and the
right,
ski
right.
mask show's going.
Can this help me?
And she kept making sure to turn around, like show her face on the ski mask show. So,
Right.
what? No, I don't
Just
think it's
make-
getting you there.
Make me a drink.
Yeah. But yeah. So I look, all the past beefs have been squashed. We've been through it. You know.
That's
I
not
mean,
even a beef. That's just a guy who got hurt, but he wanted attention, so he should be happy he was mentioned at all and roll
Who,
with it. That's what
are we
it's
talking about Schmeckelcuck?
we were, but I mean, it's not even.
Not even just him. Just be happy you're mentioned, fans. It's like it's fine. We're happy you're listening. We're mentioned. It's a shout out, but we're assholes, so we shout you out in a weird way. That's all it is. It's so
Yeah.
And that's where I wanted to weigh in because he kind of brought me into it. And I read the tweet.
You see how many people he tagged?
Yeah, and Ski Mask and I early on, we weren't seeing eye to eye because here, let me explain myself. For 10 years,
I love it.
since radio,
Go.
I've been getting bombarded on social media. So I kind of built up a callus. So at first I didn't know who Ski Mask was. I didn't know what the hell that was or what was going on. I just saw his brother trashing me. So I kind of put him at a distance.
Right.
And we cleared it up. Like
Of course.
you guys seem like Jim and everybody seems like a really cool dude. So I threw it away. But now he's trying to bring me into it. I was like, well, at first I just didn't know what was going on, but they're good guys. So
Yeah. I love how after he got done trashing me, posting mudshots, he then tweeted at you and said, "Oh, you know what? You were right about the ski mask guy. You know what, Chad? You were right all along." And it's like, what? Why bring? Like, we haven't had any conversions like that in what, a month and a half, 2 months now at this point. It's like, and then he posted a video of Stevie Lou, was like, all right, I'm going to be working with this guy now, who messaged me and said, yeah, I didn't have anything to do with this. So fuck it. That guy,
Stevie Lou's a good egg. Stevie
he
Lou's
is.
a good.
He's a good
But
egg.
Ski Mask,
Anyway,
I think
go ahead, Chad.
everyone thought you were an asshole at first because you came out like a ball of fire, and I saw you were just, you were having like surprise attacks on Brian and people like that. So when you messaged me out of the blue, like, come on my show,
I remember that.
Fuck, what's he got on me? And I even told you that I'm going to walk into this and I'm going to get fucking bamboozled or some shit. But
Right.
It was a blast, and it wasn't that. So I think we all kind of were caught off by a dude in a mask.
And I was also getting played by other Twitter people saying, you said this. You're going through it right now. So people will say things and I'll go, what? And I didn't hear it firsthand. So I just immediately automatically think, okay, well, what's going on here? I don't trust this dude.
Yeah. Cause we've had people on the show who, tend to make comments and shit like that. And we just kind of like roll along with it. So anybody could just take that out of context, cut clips and do whatever just to start shit. That's all they're doing is trying to fire it up.
Right.
And when was it the first MLC? We had a great time. And then it just went downhill from there. And the thing about people who aren't comics, aren't generally funny, they don't know how to make that come off correctly on Twitter and shit like that. Hence, sometimes my brother would post something, and I'd be like, "Hey, man, it kind of came off the wrong way. You kind of sound like a dick," when all he was trying to do is be funny. And the same with some of these other guys, like the Atticus, for instance. I mean, he was just name calling the whole time. It's like, dude, come on. What do you can have fun with this if you want. He's
delusional. These Schmeckel Jews, I think, was trying to be funny and it didn't work and it backfired.
I don't know. At that point,
I really do. I think he was trying to go, I can, like when people on the battle with like Kumia and people like that back in the day when they're like, they talk shit all those. So if I talk shit, I'm a fan. I'm like them. I think he was trying to do that with you in a smaller way.
With the mugshot? That was the first time a real.
Like I said, it wasn't funny, but it was him trying to take it. We've watched a lot of people bomb, dude. Like he he thought that would be hilarious. He thought everyone would go, "Holy shit!" There's his mask, and he would have gotten you. Then it'd be all over. In his mind, he would do that. He'd come on your show, and then he'd replace these two fucks, and then it'd be Schmeckel and Pink in the morning.
Right. Oh, good night. Hey, it's Schmeckel and Pink. No, he sounded angry in the DMs. He was generally pissed off. Like he was telling me that. Yeah, he was telling me that I needed to start a show immediately and retract my statements. He was so mad. He was like, "Oh, this could hurt." I mean, I could read some of the shit. So I was like, "All right, this guy's mad. He's gonna do something." Then I saw the chat tweets, and then next morning, I'm like, "Oh, great, mugshots, cool." No problem. Let me, you could have posted a better picture.
Come on, Chad.
What were you saying?
Give that sixth guy.
I don't know. Yeah, I thought you had your mic. I thought you were about to say something.
No, I'm just listening. I'm like,
all right. You're just being a good.
It's like Brennan's podcast. You just gotta figure out when to jump in.
Yeah.
You gotta wait till Kevin runs out of steam and before you could say something.
All right. Well, great. Another segue.
What do you want to say, Chad? What do you want to say?
Do you have any insight, Chad? I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to start new shit. But any insight or why Kevin walked off the show the other day?
I mean, great. I mean, you handled it perfectly. It was so fucking. It was like, what's happening?
Was it the Sarah Silverman reference?
Yeah, tell me.
I could tell he was annoyed after that.
I had a friend of mine went over like the Zapruder film. He basically said where he got triggered and annoyed is when Tony and I were saying that Chappelle was doing shows every day. And that's where he snapped. I don't know what it was. And I think maybe because he beat, he went head to head with Dave in Star Search. He used to date Sarah and Louis. He was on tour with Louis. He's like, maybe in his mind, he's like, I should be with these people. Like, what's going on? Why am I with Florida's greatest comedian and Tony Woods?
No. That makes perfect sense. It's kind of what he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I know where he's coming from, where he's like, all these people are making money off of him. But like, this is all, it only promotes him. That's the whole point. Like this only like us talking about him and other people talking about him.
Was it his own show?
Yeah,
he hung up his own show.
Yeah, he hung up on the show, and Chad and Tony Woods kept it going.
I thought you were gonna say it was Chad's show. It's like, no, he walked off his own fucking show.
Yeah. And I never met Tony before, and my thing froze, so it was a mess. It was complete.
Yeah, I was expecting like for you to keep it going, but then it froze, and I was like, "Fuck, Adam, keep it going." But yeah,
I love how there's a Pat Oates doppelganger behind me. First of all,
yeah, remember when I made that joke 5 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's why the guy put the hat on.
I fucking crushed
Steve almost.
Yes. We said autism, but I like almost because that works too. So
yeah,
I like how there's a Pat Oates doppelganger behind you. Did anybody say
that? I think.
What's awesome about the show?
Right. This is so good.
I'm not a comic.
Did anybody mention there's a Pat Oates doppelganger behind?
It's the threesome no one wants.
I love.
His name's actually Pat. That's the funny part.
Pat Oates, yeah.
Wow, he wants to be a star, dude. You
He
should
really
get it. Put
does.
him on the star.
Hey,
Put him on the podcast.
very
Yeah,
excited.
Schmeckle Oates. I like him.
Very
Put him on a
excited that
guillotine.
very excited that Pat Oates is going to be on the Backyard Comedy Show in a week and a half.
Yeah. I'm
We
fired
gonna
up.
have so. Are you gonna make a formal announcement or?
Just did.
I
That was
am.
it.
I have to make a poster.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean,
It's a fun lineup.
yeah, good.
Who's on the lineup?
I don't know if we're announcing.
It's going to be Pat Oates, Bobby Tambur, the great
Yes.
Bobby Tambur.
Oh, speaking of which, he sent me some good videos last night.
It's going to be
Sounds gay.
Paul. Jesus Christ, just go away. Bobby Tamburo, Chrissy Mayer. Hopefully, I just said hopefully we can get Gino so everybody will leave at some point.
Yes.
And
I want my kids are going to go so they can hear an Italian say the N-word. They haven't done
Yeah,
that.
That's how you disperse a riot. You bring Gino and just let him talk.
Yeah, they should
Well, and
put
of course,
Gino-
Larry will be there, right? I mean, of course.
Yeah, of course, by default.
Is that his sister's
can't.
name? Default.
D apostrophe
Get it?
fault.
Black
Judging by
Sabbath?
his rent checks, he'll be there. Yeah.
If he had a sister, we don't know. Larry's a big enigma at this point.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Oh, come
Wow.
on, Matt.
Oh, did I say
Come on,
something
Matt.
bad?
Oh, Enigma, please.
Kamala Harris, come on, let's go.
Get out of here.
Now, Mead, I understand you're very happy with the VP pick. Go.
Go.
I'm really happy with that. I really like that it's a perfect pairing. Joe Biden is a racist, and
Kanye West 2020.
Kamala Harris is not a black person, so it works
Tell
out
Pat
great.
Oates to shut the fuck up.
All
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Well, that's done. I'm done.
Jesus Christ. You
I
should
hate
drown him in the
that.
bathtub for a real tub club experience.
Cub Club.
Damn, come on, man. I'm a real person. Come on, I'm sick.
Go outside.
How much has
I'm
he had
gonna
to drink?
murder him.
Yeah, you guys should do that.
That guy's
Go
like a Pat
outside.
Oates doppelganger.
He also can't shut up.
I got to give it.
Lord is
That
gracious,
timing
idiot.
was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
All
Rack
right.
him.
Anyway, so Kamala Harris is probably the worst possible person for Joe Biden to pick because Trump's going to just destroy her. If they
Let's
even
talk
have,
about politics.
Yeah, the first time politics has ever been mentioned on SMC.
I don't think they're not going to have debates. I don't think, right?
Well,
Oh, they're gonna
They're
have.
saying they possibly will, but they wouldn't. The president wouldn't debate the other vice president.
Well,
what if
no,
they're over
Pence
Zoom?
against
The
Harris. And
runner-up.
Harris will do well against Pence. I know you guys don't do politics here, but like the whole point of what I think is funny is that the whole liberal left, all they want is for the white people to go away because they can do things themselves. And what's their one plan? Hopefully, an old white man dies and they get a job.
I mean,
I mean,
what's
it's
they're
looking
hoping for.
highly possible.
what's
No, that's
the game?
not even your way in. You're just waiting for someone to die. That's what white old men have built everything for them and then died and given it to them. And that's one more way to do it. So female Tiger Woods can get a fucking shot in the White House.
I really want
Rack
to
him.
know
Right,
what
Chad?
is
Rack
the-
him.
what's the end game here for Black Lives Matter. They just want
The end game. That's what it is.
be
The
able to
end.
do anything they want at any time.
They already are. They're throwing Molotovs and getting away
I
with it.
mean, they pretty much accomplish it. Like you want reparations? Fine. Take a fucking LG TV and a shitty purse, and that's all you get.
Let's do reparations like we did with the Indians. We gave them casinos, give all the black people a Popeyes, and then we're fucking done. Just give them
They
one.
already
No
did that.
taxes.
It's done.
No taxes on the Popeyes.
I love
That's
the
already
five.
done.
I love the five white guys' view here. The view here. The racist
Yeah,
view.
yeah. It's just like I don't.
Until this weekend, I didn't know you were a white ski mask. I thought you were a black man. up
Right.
there.
Yes. Yes.
It's bad when Ski Mask is the only diversity on this panel.
I took an Uber today, and I was with a person who was very not white, and they had like NPR on. He had NPR on the radio. I don't know why.
Yeah, most of those guys do.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to be insightful. And then so they came up with these women like Kamala Harris is the first black Asian woman
Yeah.
to be
it's-
running for VP. And the guy goes, fuck that motherfucking bitch. She ain't even black.
Wow.
I love that guy behind you's trying to get discovered. Like we're.
I
some
know,
talent
dude.
agency.
I want to kill him now. Just look at him.
Well, you know
It's
what?
just-
He tries harder for his career than the real Pat Oates does. Like, I wish I had that kind of drive.
There it is. Fire.
Scar
I
surf.
need him to work for me. Go out there and get me some gigs.
Tell that kid he's gonna be a star one day. He's gonna be a star.
I
You're
literally
gonna be a
heard.
star, sweetie, if you just suck my cock right now.
I
Oh,
literally
shit.
heard a 22-year-old girl yesterday say, "Oh my God, finally a female's running for vice president." I'm like, you can't be stupid the whole time. Like,
Oh,
at
what did they
least
say
do some
4 years ago?
research.
He's
Or,
that
or
guy
even
is
before 4 years
actually
ago, or
that
even
guy's a
Geraldine
producer
Ferrara
for
back in the
NBC
fucking
Sports.
80s. It's like,
Oh, what is this? All right, we actually have a Tub Club caller calling in, Richard Face. Let's see his
Richard
presentation.
Face?
Let's see if
Don't know about
he
that
earn a
name.
shirt.
Oh,
That's
great. More
Jackson.
people. Great.
that
More
was,
people.
that was the name
This
of my
is just part of the
dentist.
Tub Club. All
Yeah,
right.
whoa, you got a
Wow.
neck tattoo, man.
Wow.
Am I on?
What's
Yeah.
happening?
Hey,
Go,
you're,
Tub Club!
That
yo,
makes
all right.
you look
Wait,
very
what is this?
skinny.
What the fuck is this?
What is this?
Yeah.
Yo, damn. He's got
I have
weed.
no idea who
Why
this
is that guy
is.
nude?
Who is this?
I don't know.
I
Well,
like-
hold on. Here's the point. He emailed me after yesterday's show saying he wanted to join the Tub Club, which is where you call in from the tub. So he's
Coming
gonna-
right back. Hold on.
All right,
Fucking
Stan.
awesome.
Oh no,
All right, so-
we're missing another person.
Hey, why do you what's the neck tattoo? I want to know.
Hey, you have to scroll your phone over to see everybody's face. Jesus
Show me
Christ,
that.
this
What is
guy's
that?
out of control.
Are you a Latin king?
Yeah.
Ski
Hey, are
mask.
you? Yes.
How did you book Gummo?
Hey man, I haven't had any comments like that. since,
Gummo.
you know,
Oh my God.
Damn. So you're in the tub, correct? That's what
Correct.
gets. All right.
No.
All right. That
see
works.
my-
Look, dude, he's really.
Wow,
Oh,
how much
damn.
stuff?
Where's
I
your
see,
spaghetti?
I see my advice earlier of don't let your fans take over your shows.
What is that? Is
Well,
that,
they
is that
call in to
ham
get-
and
to get the
American cheese
shirt.
you're eating?
All right,
Hell yeah. Tub
Richard,
Club.
we're gonna add you to the Tub Club
Tub
reparations
Club, you're
list.
getting a T-shirt.
All right, later, dude.
T-shirt.
Yes.
T-shirt,
Fuck
maybe
yeah, dude.
child support. I don't know.
All right, that guy was a handful. Jim Stansel, I'm gonna have to mute him. This is the most chaotic show I've had in 3 or 4 weeks. There's just so much shit going on, and I just wanted to talk to these guys.
Yeah, who
Maybe I
didn't
should-
you book?
You should probably walk off this show at the end.
Yes, I'm just done. No, I mean, I figured, it'd be a good call. He's gonna call in from the tub. He's
That's
gonna earn the
good. Richard
shirt.
Face.
Yeah, good name.
I
Ah.
figured it'd be a good call. He's calling from the tub.
Well, yeah, it's part of the new Tub Club, Pat.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah, you should call in next from the tub. Hey, Chad, listen, you must be really hitting the gym down there. You're looking tan, looking good. Is there you having more time, or is it because you're actually working and you're able to get out and move? What's going on with you?
Seeing where you're going with this.
Yes.
No, I'm just, whatever. I'm down in Florida. I'm at the Comedy Zone this weekend in Port Charlotte. I'm just doing gigs. I live a pretty normal life for the most part. There's not much going on. It's pretty. When I want to hang out with Mead, not much is going on.
Chad, where are you actually living right now? You have your own place?
Yeah, in South Tampa. I got a place over here, and yeah.
Well, that's it. I'm flying into Tampa. That's it.
Yeah, it's an easier flight, Mead.
Chad, can I couch surf, or are you already doing that?
No, I got my own place here. It's courtesy of Gladwell Ape. He's my landlord.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure he won't have a problem with it. I never see him, so come on through.
I'll just
Wow.
floor surf.
He's a great dude. Yeah, no, he's a good guy. We hooked up a nice situation over here. I wanted to move to Florida. I was moving to New York when this all went down, and I
You
said,
don't want
"Fuck
to do
it."
that.
At first I was going to throw one last Hail Mary into this game of stand-up that I put 17 years into, and then I just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm moving to Florida. I'm never going to make it. I'm halfway dead. It's over. I don't care. It's over.
Nice.
I have to say, I went to New York. I went to Pat Dixon's show, and then I was on Chrissy Mary's show. New York is very fucking weird right now. There's like a ghoulish veil over the city. It's it's not violent anymore, but it's just fucking weird.
I guess from an outsider's perspective, it seemed fine. Everybody was chill. Nobody's wearing masks. It wasn't packed. But as far as you say, like when I used to see the place, it was packed. Streets were open. I would have had a great time.
I asked Landau, I go, what's closer to New York right now? RoboCop, the original, or Escape from New York in 1981 with Kurt Russell?
Oh, shit.
And he said 1981, Kurt Russell.
I hate this.
What is going on? Stancil officially joining the Tub Club himself.
Oh my God.
We all knew that was coming. Oh, I'll be right back. And we all knew it was just right up there.
Hold on a second.
Wow, he's got a float. Wow, he's got a drink for the float. Now, you say,
Hey, thanks for doing this, Chad.
Would you guys call him the loose cannon of the crew? Is he the
He's
wacky guy?
He's the wild card.
I don't know. He's had wild moments, but it seems to always be on point.
You never know when
He even brought a float to the tub, like the other guy wasn't very prepared.
Soccer, that's a fact.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Wait, what does the other guy get out of that? He gets something?
Yeah, I'm gonna send him a shirt.
Yeah, I get a boner out of that.
Yeah, and he gets his name added to the Tub Club list here. I gotta just write
Dick
it here.
Face gets his name added to the.
Yeah, Richard. Yeah. I get it now. I was trying to understand the
Ski
name.
Mask, you couldn't get one broad on this episode, not one.
I could have. I figured you may have had a problem. I don't know.
Chad, are you kidding me? We've had more chicks on this show.
We have.
For show
We
and
could
Brett
get-
combined.
How about we get Alex Engelbert to chime in?
I can get her. I can get Danielle to call in from the tub. She said she wanted to call in from the tub earlier.
Yeah, we got dumb hoes I want to call in.
Dumb hose.
Thanks.
Anyway, get back to Rowan.
Chad, how is comedy down there? Is it like, are people receptive? Are they kind of scared still? Because here in Connecticut, I've been doing it at the casino. They're there. They're pandering, laughing a little bit. You can feel like they're just happy to be out, but it's not the same vibe.
Yeah. Well, Florida operates under different rules, and my favorite club in the country is Side Splitters. That's one of the reasons I moved here. I'm friends with the owner, and you go there on I was there on Friday. I did a guest spot, and they loved it. They're so happy to be out of the house. They're at 50% capacity. Florida's just not playing. We're not scared of the boogeyman like everyone else is. And listen, I don't want to get into a whole COVID situation, COVID talk, but there is some serious exaggeration with what's going on with the statistics. Deaths have been down. They've been testing more. So it's a different vibe down here. And not a lot of people we're doing the mask and the social distancing nonsense, but we're not living in fear. We're pretty much living our lives for the most part. I get up twice a week, so I like it. I love it. I don't give a shit. I
just think it's funny that we can go on stage, not wear a mask. The people in the audience cannot wear a mask. But if they want to stand up, they have to wear a mask. But they can sit down. It's just like, what do you think? A sandwich blocks the fucking food? It's just dumb what they're doing with it. It's an odd feeling on stage when there's a line drawn on the stage at Comic Club that I go to, and there's a line there that I can't cross. But I'm like, are you kidding me? If I step in a line, no one's gonna die from what I've got. And they're putting mic condoms on the mic. It's weird.
Is anybody implementing the rules? I haven't been one place yet where I've seen somebody get told to put a mask on.
Oh, the rules in the casino are fucking hardcore.
Really?
You're not walking into fucking Mohegan Sun without a mask on.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been anywhere. Like
Is comics strict about the mask bullshit for the audience?
Yeah. No, when you're in the audience, once you're sitting down and eating like a restaurant, you don't need a mask. But there's no more hanging out at the bar afterwards. There's no standing around inside the other restaurant. Like they're losing business. I'm friends with the owners. They're losing that part of the business, the standing around afterwards, but people are staying at their tables more and feeling bad and tipping more. So the waitresses are making more, but the business isn't making as much. You know what I mean?
Right. Are they not? I heard they're not allowed to drink in the casino. Is that only Atlantic City?
Oh, they're drinking.
Okay. All right. Who was that? Victor was in Atlantic City. He said that. He said they couldn't drink at the casinos. They couldn't eat or smoke even. They was just straight players. So I was like, well, if you're going for gambling, I guess
all the restaurants and comedy clubs are open inside Mohegan. So
okay. All right.
They're doing stuff.
Yeah, I think they follow me on Twitter actually. Hey.
It's a company that runs it. They don't.
I'm kidding.
Dad, what are you sipping on over there? What are you sipping on the red cup?
Oh, I mean, I wish there was something special. It's just vitamin water.
Are you just trying not to represent the brand?
No, I just I got to get up tomorrow and I got shows all weekend, so I'm trying to take it easy.
That's good. I mean, I have to say, Chad, you're Florida's greatest comedian, and it seems like you're working more than most comedians. I mean, you're out there hitting all the biggest cities.
He's lived up to this, and I love it.
He's somewhere every weekend, all the way around. It's nice. It's good to see.
Dad, who's the next to be approved to come down there?
Good question.
Well, we're going to go ahead and throw Pat on the list. We're going to go ahead and he's good to go.
Pat Oates, welcome to Florida.
Yeah.
Wait, were you from Florida? Why I thought you just moved to Florida. You already became Florida's greatest comic, or were you from Florida? I don't know the backstory of the
from
title.
Ohio.
fucking show, Pat.
No, you just showed up and you named yourself. I like that even better. You just
Yeah,
like
it's the
Columbus
best.
said,
It's
"Fuck
the
yeah,
best
I'm the
thing
best."
ever.
Like, nice.
One of my favorite things that happened to me is the local scene down here is really, all the comics are really cool. And one of the young comics, I headlined one of the Sundays, and he didn't even ask my credits because, you know, Pat, when they before they bring you to stage, like, what do you want me to say about you?
Right.
He never asked. And I'm just sitting in the back room. He's like, your headliner this evening, ladies and gentlemen, he's Florida's greatest comedian. Please put your hands together. I didn't tell him.
That's awesome.
I don't even know how
that's
he heard
fucking
it.
awesome.
It just word got out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fucking champion.
No, I know a lot of comics who travel from the East Coast to Florida. All like Tom Dustin is funny coming from Boston, who just
Yeah.
said, "Fuck it, I'm moving there" because he loved it so much. Brian Glowacki goes down there all the time. They love the audiences. They say it's great, but it's like you don't want to leave
Yeah.
once you're there.
And Kevin Farley just moved down here too. So there's a lot of like comics from New York coming
Oh,
through.
Kevin Farley's the best, man.
Now, is Bobby Kelly gonna move down there, or has he decided to stay?
I don't know. I talked to him off mic when I did his show. I think he's trying to figure it out. I think there's that part of him that still wants to see what happens in the business. And he's done it. He has had a great career. Fantastic.
Bobby Kelly can't be in Florida. He just
Cat, do you
sweats
really
too
think
much.
it's done in New York? Do you really think it's done up here?
It's not going to come back around anytime soon. Talking to all my friends. I mean, Cuomo's a piece of shit. That guy should be put in prison.
Garbage.
Terrible.
Rack 'em.
Terrible.
Rack 'em.
He's up to he's in the 6,000 club of old people that he's fucking killed.
Murdered. Just threw him back in the nursing homes and killed them.
Blood on his hands.
I did think it was very odd when I was up there. He's got his name on everything. You get to the airport, you see his name on something like, "Oh, welcome, Governor Cuomo." Signs going down the road, you know, walking anywhere.
Have you been on fucking
states do that.
287, the road to his father's bridge? It's the
No.
worst fucking highway in the entire state.
like
I'm
potholes?
like canceled 278. I'm canceled the fucking like the Bruckner. That's the worst road ever. All the money is going to fucking like trans sex changes, and the highway is the biggest piece of shit. The infrastructure in New York is crumbling.
I
and
love
they're
the new.
They're putting money into social fucking bullshit.
They're putting
Yeah.
they're putting homeless crack addicts in hotels around the stand. They're actually living better than ever, and they're like fucking up the community out there.
Living better than me. I live in a fucking garage.
Stancil, you're in a tub with an awesome hat, drinking a Truly. You're doing fine,
I
my
got
friend.
this hat for free at a Mets
I
game.
fucking hate you, by the way, Stancil. I hate you so much, and I
I
love.
love the new political mead. He really getting into it.
I don't bring politics really into this show because it's not about politics. It's about
just
Kevin
fired up.
and, like what Kevin eats for lunch.
By the way,
And-
Stancil, I just rewatched What a Hot American Summer, so I know where you got the name through Tony Mazer.
Yes,
You got it.
I gotta have him back on, man. He's a
you
great
know
guest.
Jim Stancil.
Yeah.
That guy. That's not a secret.
Did you guys watch the sequel to that
Yep.
on Netflix?
The
Yeah,
prequel and the sequel. They're
It
both
wasn't
pretty
that good. After I know that Michael Ian Black is a pedophile, I can't.
Is he?
Are you on record?
I'll go on record saying that he's had some fucking weird ass tweets.
Ah, wow.
Tweet that out. That Ant
Yeah.
Beats.
Clip that, post it, tweet it.
I mean, Michael Showalter is a fucking genius. David Wayne's a genius. Like those movies are fucking phenomenal. Stella was great. All those fucking movies and shows they put on was great. Children's Hospital. Ken Marino is a fucking genius. Everybody that was on that show, that original cast, is fucking phenomenal.
I had lunch with David Wayne because when he was doing Stella before the TV series, I did an interview with him for an old website I used to write for, the Fat Free. So he's originally from Cleveland area, and I sat and talked with him the whole time, and he was a good dude. So I got to learn a little bit more about the state and everything else.
So apparently, my entourage member here was friends with this gentleman here who is on
Ed Savage.
Gideon Jacobs.
He
All right.
was the love interest of Molly Shannon in Wet Hot American
Oh,
Summer.
the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He grew up across the street from my friend Stone Cold Steve Almost.
Hey, tell Pat Oates he doesn't use Runkeeper to shut up.
Hey, stop talking.
You guys are fucking. These guys were drinking at the bar like what 2 hours before we did this. I was expecting it.
It was good. It was good. We had to watch the Islanders game. We had to watch a little bit of hockey. Who's you guys watching any hockey or no?
Stone Cold Steve Annoying.
Yes.
Pat Oates doesn't give a fuck.
The past was like, what are we doing?
I didn't
here?
see that movie, and you just showed me a boy. I didn't give a fuck at all. But it's like, thanks for that hot boy.
You just
Didn't realize we were gonna do hot boys named Gideon on this show. That's
at
great.
least you recognized he was hot. Nobody
Listen,
said that you had to
my
say
choice was either looking at a hot boy or fucking Stancil in a tub. I chose boy.
Well, I mean,
Trying to get a free
known
t-shirt.
to-
He is a beautiful boy, though.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, when
Handful.
you say Pat, I mean, beautiful looking guy right here, especially able to eat that much McDonald's.
I've never been on Kevin Brennan's show, so I don't think I'm allowed to say beautiful boys. So I don't.
Speaking of beautiful boys, Chad, do you consider yourself a beautiful boy, or is that more of a different type of club?
I think it's a
Go
fan
ahead.
club.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
was for
fan
fans,
club.
right?
Yeah, but I mean,
Chad is a beautiful boy.
Hey, let Chad answer.
Yeah.
In full disclosure, there's a lot like the beautiful boy. There's a lot of things going around on. I don't find out until later. Like apparently, a beautiful boy was a thing, and I just probably found that out about a month ago. I don't pay attention to anything, and I it's not that I'm like better. I'm disconnected.
honestly, I have no idea what it is. I thought these two started it. No, is that not the case?
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin started.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like as from that show, I didn't think it started
He
off.
was hitting on Ronaldo.
Oh, okay, all right.
Boy. And then I posted a picture of when I was a beautiful boy in my All-American days, and he said, "Wow, he used to be a beautiful boy."
Is that the one of you in the short shorts?
Fuck.
Yeah,
You look like you're in a fucking jail tub.
he looked like
first
Al
of all.
Capone.
You would know.
I would.
Anybody on this panel not been arrested for DWI?
Chad.
I've been
Oh.
charged with one.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, it's the cover of my album, and my mugshot's the cover of my album.
So you had to be arrested for one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was arrested. Of
oh
course.
okay, gotcha.
They
I-
immediately
I-
arrest you.
Did you do a field sobriety test?
Well, that's what happened was it was 2012. I was on the radio back home. We had a pretty big show, and I got in a little fender bender, and I refused to do the breathalyzer, but I
Yeah.
passed the field sobriety test. That's why I got the plea down to a reckless op.
Yeah, me too.
wow. So did they give you the breathalyzer first and then field sobriety? I thought normally they give you the field sobriety and then the breathalyzer.
I passed the field sobriety, and then they asked me. I said no.
Okay,
And that's
yeah.
when they arrested me.
of course.
But I got off because I passed the field
Same
sobriety.
chat. I did
Right.
the same.
Yeah.
They walked up
But
to
I
my
mean,
window.
I mean, for the record, I was drunk, but I wasn't going to say it at the time.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
They,
I was just
I
excited.
never
passed.
got one, but I
It's
did
worse.
get. I wish I did because it fucked me
Pussy.
up from driving. Because I was drunk. I drove the wrong way home. I blacked out. I guess I took the keys out of the car and parked the car in the middle of New Haven, right by the green, like in the middle of the road. And I just took the keys out and went to sleep. And I woke up 2 hours later in the back of an ambulance. And because I took the keys out, they did not fucking check my blood alcohol. They just
Nice.
they thought I had a problem. To this day, I can't get my license because I have to prove I don't have like seizures or fucking any like I need brain scans, and my healthcare won't cover that. My doctors won't sign for that.
oh, that's like a good pain in the
Pat,
ass.
First of all,
And I've been going for 3 years trying to get a license. I'm like, listen, I was just drunk. I'll admit it, but they won't do it. That's why on Twitter today I asked, will any shady doctors sign papers for me? And I got 3 answers. It was nice.
Pat, I just got my license back last year after 3 DUIs.
Yeah, but you had DUIs. I didn't have it. I took a sweet nap.
Rack 'em.
Does that
So-
mean something?
3 felony DUIs. You can petition to get your license back after 4 years or 2 years after your last conviction.
Wow.
So
Did they take
there's
your
no-
license the first time?
What's that?
Did they take your license on the first one?
Well, the first one got dismissed because it was some stupid.
But you
Sorry.
can just drive a boat whenever you want.
Well, I got my boat license when I was 9, and it was run by the Parks and Rec department. So it wasn't run by the DMV when I got my license. So this is exempt from the whole DUI bullshit.
Really
Nice.
hot wrap up.
But So after I got my felony DUI, I lost my license for 8 years, and then I got it back last November. So you can definitely get yours back.
Well, yeah, I know, but I can't get anyone to fill out this fucking form that I have to give the DMV. Doctors won't sign it.
This is
Nobody will
great.
sign it. That's
Pat,
I have a form. It's called the P-142 fucking form.
There
the medical
seems
form.
to be a little disconnect in what we're talking about right now. So you had to do something weird to.
Oh, did it lag? I told the whole story.
Yeah.
It did.
I once
Also,
got
I have this
Why? By
retard
saying
talking to me.
diabetes.
Oh.
That's a fact.
Christ.
I told the
got it.
entire
The
story.
stoplight.
I mean, it was,
You guys
I
want
heard
to hear
it.
the story of how I got out of one of my DUIs?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
Fucking chat,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
I've never told this story before, and it's crazy.
Tell us.
Exclusive.
It was 2011. I was opening for Stone Temple Pilots when Scott Weiland was still alive. Swear to God,
Best
it
time
was,
to do it.
it was a radio event, and they asked me to do stand-up before Stone Temple Pilots. Like our station brought him in, and I go, it's not going to work. I'm telling you, they're not going to want to see some fucking guy telling jokes before fucking sex type thing and Stone Temple Pilot. It's not going to work. So I do the show and I bomb miserably. And I introduce Stone Temple Pilots. It's a whole story. I don't want to get into that. So I get fucking shit-faced because all the booze is free. It's a station event. And I drove and I said, you know what? I want to get out early before the traffic. And I leave and a cop starts following me. And I did one of those things where I turn down a road and I pull in a driveway and I turn off the lights. You ever do that?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
I know that game.
Yeah. So I did that and the cop drove past and I crawled into my trunk.
Ah, lucky.
And he came back and he like was shining lights in the car. He was knocking on the window and I stayed in the trunk until 6 a.m. I spent the night in the trunk because the cop was keeping an eye.
Story right there.
I think you put Pat to sleep.
No.
He's like, that is so boring compared
It's
to
not
what
boring.
the fuck I did.
I looked down and for some reason Mark Random just friend requested me on Facebook and that was weird. So I was
He's
just like,
trying to get on your show
Like,
now.
how much do you hate women?
Wow, that was random.
Great story.
hey,
There it is.
it's like a
no,
Panos doppelganger.
he's been reaching out to everybody. He's trying to get me to release the Patreon episode that we did, which I'll eventually put it out there when I get busy.
How much do you hate
diabetes
female
story?
comedians?
Yeah.
Can I tell my diabetes story?
Oh
Sure.
my God,
Have
yeah.
at it.
Your sound sucks, but go.
Yeah, your sound blows.
Can you tell it
Oh.
underwater?
Damn it.
No, because his dick will pop up.
Yeah, you sound like you're inside a radio.
Fuck yourselves. I'll move my body.
Yeah, show us your cock.
Yeah, put that piece on the screen.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
You have a
Good
suit on?
night.
What the fuck?
What are you wearing? Fucking Nation of
like a-
Domination
Yeah.
outfit?
Why
I
were
said
your
fuck
legs a
amongst
different
yourself.
color than your body? What is there circulation being cut off from your tighty? What is that?
No.
Your legs were
Usually
white.
his body is his legs are inside a kayak most of the time.
Okay.
These are all American legs, just so you know. So I passed out. Hold on, I gotta get moving here.
Yeah, we don't mind us. We're just
Yeah.
on
We're
this
just we'll
podcast.
wait for you.
Well, I'll preface this. We were in New York City, and our friend was playing at Rockwood Music Hall. We went down there and got extremely blasted. Shout out to Craig DeAndrea. He's a piece of shit. And then on the way back, I broke up with my girlfriend on Metro North and pushed her.
Fuck that
out-
cunt.
Yeah.
pushed her out
Fuck
of a
her.
train car. And then, Jim Stansel got home. He decided, obviously, he needs to supplement his alcohol by going to Taco Bell. And he went to do so, dropped us off. And at the way back, he stopped at a stoplight and decided to pass out of the door of his car.
Yeah, so I may have gotten to a red light. Maybe I passed out with Taco Bell all over my dashboard, and
Done
then
it. Been there.
but so I get, and I don't really remember it because it was after the cops came, and I guess they asked me what was going on, and I said I have diabetes. I have diabetes. I needed this food. I needed this food. So I got an ambulance. I didn't get a DUI. I got an ambulance to the hospital. Long story short, an hour later, my buddy came, and because he had to drive my car there, and I tore the IVs out of my arm and walked out. Never paid.
I mean, this was like Wolf of Wall Street. Leo DeCap passed out in like
door
half
open.
body.
Door open. By the way, my door was open and I was passed out. Diabetes, ladies and gentlemen. Tell the cops you have diabetes. They're dumb pigs. You'll get out of a DUI. They're so dumb. And all you have to do is pay a hospital bill.
They didn't take your blood though?
No, they're dumb bitches.
I mean, he might actually have diabetes.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well,
He
that
might actually have diabetes.
I would go on the record to say he does have diabetes
Shape then, so I probably
and the gout.
One
I
of
have
those
no chance.
all-American legs is going to get taken in a couple of years.
Gone.
Well,
Wow.
By the
That
way, Gladwell
cat-
Abe says hi to everybody.
Hey, Gladwell, let me know when you get the stickers. I don't know why it's taking so long.
That calf is just full.
Anyone
of
else who hasn't
cholesterol.
received the stickers yet, reach out.
Well, Stansel's All-American Legs will be a Twitter handle by the end of the night. We know that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it'll be a whole thing. Probably ran by Schmeckle Juice since his other one failed.
Schmeckle Legs.
Schmeckle Legs. Yeah. Don't be a
Schmeckle
Schmeckle.
calf.
Well, this is going great.
Is
It's
it?
fantastic, Stancil. You joined the Tub Club.
You know what's great is that Stansel's mom is probably in the other room.
Put her on.
She was trying to take a bath. Mom, I'm on a show.
You're taking all the
Mom.
fucking hot water.
I'll let you borrow the
I'll
shirt.
blow my brains out soon. It's all good. It's
No,
fine.
you won't.
You know, it'll be funny. It'll be
Kevin
funny.
gave you
Good gag.
permission to kill your mother, so
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
true.
true. I've been punching her a lot lately since Kevin said I could do that.
There you go. There it is.
Giving her a good fucking what for, you dumb bitch.
Jeez.
oh my god,
You
His
boys are out of
mother's the
control.
Sweetest person ever.
Is she holding the camera?
Oh my
There's
God.
Mead's mom right there.
Yeah.
Mom, put it up a little more.
Is it too
Jeez.
late for an abortion?
You're right. Well,
Not after Joe Biden takes over.
oh
Wait, like,
boy. Oh,
There's
boy.
gonna be a
for me.
35-year
For
grace
me.
period.
You guys are slowly turning me into the next Kevin Brennan. I'm just gonna start yelling at you.
What the fuck are you talking
You
about?
talking politics again? I'm out of here. I'm just gonna walk off my own show. Done.
You
Amazing.
just watch, you motherfuckers. We're gonna be under Chinese rule 5 years. I guarantee it.
Here he
Fine.
goes.
That means
again.
buffets will be back.
We're all gonna be able to buy. We're all gonna be able to buy
Rack 'em.
used women's underwear in a fucking Pepsi dispenser.
Keanu
Okay.
Thompson underwear.
Keanu Thompson underwear in a fucking vending machine is gonna happen in 4
He's doing-
years.
So anyway, hey, Chad, did you know before doing that appearance on Bobby Kelly that they were going to give you a little bit of shit, or you would have kind of get into that,
Hold on.
or did they like kind of? Was it more of like a blindside? Because I thought it was a good episode. I don't know why everybody was ragging. I thought you came off great in it.
Are you talking about the Calta and Kelly show?
Yeah. Because a few weeks later they did it. What Calta and Lewis got into it. And it's like, I don't know.
No, I knew something was going down when I got texted an hour before the show started.
Okay.
From Calta's producer, and I'm like, and I know I like Mike, and we have a history, and I'm a big. I know what. I knew what Mike was doing. If you go back and watch it, because he's a great radio dude. He knows how to create, drama and tension.
Right.
So I was like right from the get go. I knew what he was doing, so I kind of played into that because I knew it was interesting. So at no point was I like pissed off or angry.
Yeah.
It was great, and like you said, it was good. It was interesting. There was tension. There was drama there. So, and Mike knows
Yeah.
what he's doing. He knows how to puppeteer things, and he's good friends with Kreischer. I used to open for Kreischer, so I knew
Right.
it was going to come to an head, and I knew how to address it and talk about it. And his, I knew what was going on. I wasn't angry or upset. And we've been texting since, so no hard feelings.
Good. Yeah. I thought you came off well in it. I mean, there was a lot of. I mean, I guess if somebody from the outside was watching pressure, but Bobby stayed out of it for the most part, so it was all right.
Yeah, when you can shut up Bobby,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Stancil had a few words about Bert Kreischer a few weeks ago. He said he doesn't like it when he laughs before he finishes the joke. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't like it. I went to the store and then a guy
Alex Engelbert said she
I don't
went on.
fucking like it.
Send her the link.
No,
right?
I sent her the link. She said she totaled her car last night, so she's not coming along.
Sounds about right.
Yes. What is it? A Toyota Corolla? One more down. There's another one on the lots for the next white girl. Alex Engelbert.
No, I'm cool. I mean, Now I've known Bert for almost 17 years, and I'm not gonna, it is what it is. He's having a moment. I'm letting him do his thing, But here's the thing about me. Regardless, I don't give a fuck. I don't care how big you are in comedy. At this point, I've already done it all. I didn't make it.
Canceled yourself. You're canceled, right?
Yeah, I don't care. So I'm not kissing ass. I'm done. I played the game.
I love it.
It didn't serve me well, and I'm having more fun just saying what I want to say and do what I want to do and hanging out with Kevin. Which somebody sent me a message that's career suicide. I like, well, guess what? I haven't had more fun hanging out with another comic than I do Kevin, besides Florentine. So I'm having a blast, and I'm getting to meet cool people like you guys. So you guys are way more interesting than anybody at the fucking store. You're more interesting than fucking Whitney and fucking Kevin or fucking Kevin's brother Neil.
I have a sex doll that looks like me.
Oof. First of all, I wouldn't even want the real you.
Pat, would you ever?
Chad, what do you think? You think West Coast comedy is fucking donezo?
Done. 86 in the Westmont tournament. You're done. I was there and I hated it. It broke me. It broke me because I started there and I saw the transformation of it was another level of phoniness that I've never seen before.
The worst.
I hated the pecking order, and I hated seeing everything at the store. I hated guys like Brendan Schwab, who's been doing it for 3 fucking years.
Yes.
Getting on the stage at the store. I go, listen, you're supposed to be rewarded for your years of hard work. I'm not the best comic in the world, but I put time in. And Brendan Schwab is getting all these spots because he's on a fucking popular podcast. Like, no, fuck that. No. Schwab stinks. He's terrible.
He admitted his first set. And Chad, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he admit that his first set ever on stage was opening for Burr for 3,000 people?
Wow.
Probably.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that was a real thing.
Pat, would you consider, in light of what Chad just said, Pat, would you consider canceling yourself?
I've been trying to. But I'm not famous enough to get fucking I'm saying everything I can.
Yourself.
I would do it. Probably. I would just make up a fake Twitter handle and just start getting mad at me. That's the best way to do it. I'm sure half these assholes are doing that. You're just making up another Twitter handle, starting shit. Oh, Pat, and people check out my shit. And then you get a following from almost getting canceled. Then you get people to support. You get your name out there. That's the new way.
Pat, can we get you to change your Twitter handle to Pat Oates, CT comedian?
I'm gonna send his name to Seth Simons. And just get him right on.
Were you guys yelling at him about something?
Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, big mistake this morning, or he mentioned Kevin Brennan.
Yeah, but it didn't look like he mentioned it in a bet. If any,
well, it's a slippery slope.
He was saying Brennan.
We're not good.
Brennan was right.
Not good people.
Well, I know you're not good people, but like, Jesus, I know that. That's why I'm here. I wouldn't hang out.
Mom got to pick that up.
Mom.
I half read it, but I thought he was saying that like he was mad to admit that Brennan was right in something.
That's so fucking weird that he would actually like quote Kevin Brennan in a good way because he's possibly the most cancelable person out of everybody he's gone after. Just from like pure what he's said, like everything he said, he's tried to cancel fucking Shane, right? Because Shane is like probably the most clean out of the people that he's tried to cancel. So
he had a little chink in his armor, but that's about
right.
Hey,
Hado's doppelganger.
Why is this guy shirtless behind me?
I don't know. He wasn't a minute ago, but now he's getting. He knows the hour's almost up. He knows the show's almost over. He's getting ready. He's in the kitchen.
Fat Fairfield County mom behind you is trying so hard.
But if nobody goes after the dirtiest comedians. It's funny
because people actually want to hear that shit. I mean, they've never tried to get in the limelight or whatever, or been a part of something. They probably just like whatever, fuck it. Like they have that fuck it attitude. Who cares?
I mean, if you think about their side, is that fun? To go after someone who doesn't give a fuck isn't fun. It's fun to tear down someone who has a fake thing. Like, it's great that Cosby got torn down. Like, there's someone to do that. He was America's grandfather, and it's amazing. I was a kid growing up. Like, that was the black person my dad let me look at on TV. Like, that's a good one. That's fine. And then you're allowed to look at him, but the rest. For him to get knocked down, whoever first did, I know Hannibal said it, but whoever first was doing all that shit, that's awesome. You could fucking just say, ha, you're a fake. If someone's always a dick, and you're like, oh look, you're being a dick some more. I'm like, who cares?
I grew up on Reginald Vell Johnson, Uncle Carl. That was my black godfather when I grew up.
He was
right,
a cop
Dave?
in everything he did.
Yeah, exactly. Except
Winslow
having
was
sex
gay in
with
real
men.
life. That's a fact.
Jeez. I like it. I like what's going on. West Coast comedy just seems boring to me. Chad's living it up. Florida's greatest comic. I mean, it's a comeback. I mean, you had to get out of there.
Going back to what you were saying, when I moved out there, I was on the Punch Drunk Sports on All Things Comedy, and I was getting spots. I was doing stuff. And as soon as I got in that Twitter war with Patton Oswalt, it changed the game. I was trending in America. America.
Yeah.
Not really a war. You kind of just handed him his ass, pretty much.
His wife.
Right.
Well, I'm the one that definitely brought awareness to his wife somehow mysteriously dying. But at the end of the day, I was trending in America, and I saw comics turn their back on me and
Immediately
follow me and block me. And I go, okay, this is what it is. This is where we're going.
And
Okay.
That's fucking boring because they're trying to protect.
Chad, if you're the one who did that, I want to say thank you, because like since then, every time that he posts anything, I write, remember when you killed your wife? Like all the time. And that's from you. So thank you.
Yeah, he blew it up.
I appreciate that's a fun thing to write. He gets mad. He like people upset. I get blocked by other people, and that's you brought that to light. So you're my Rosa Parks. Thank you for bringing that forward.
Sam Tripoli was actually saying it before me, but for some reason, Pat
Fuck
decided
him. It's you.
Yeah, well, he decided to come after me because I think he thought maybe I was lesser known or an easier target. And
you don't battle tinfoil hat, man. You know what I mean? You just stay away from that shit.
Better get away.
Well, what's going on with it? Well, you just open up. You just segue again. Another segue. What's going on with Sam? Because I like his podcast, but you guys are old friends and I just know this from listening to your podcast. I don't know any shit.
I saw he was on Kumia the other day.
Now he's being weird or what?
He's Sam is probably was one of my best friends in comedy, and after that, Patton Oswalt, we never could get back. And I think the reason why is he finally found some success with this tinfoil hat. And at the end of the day, say what you want, Sam. You put business first. You saw your opportunity, and you saw me as a liability, so you threw me under the bus. That's
Right.
the bottom line. That's the bottom line. And I know you're in a situation now, you probably feel bad. You want to be I would love to be friends with you someday, but all you have to do is say, dude, I shouldn't have done that to you. I'm sorry. That's it. And we'll be cool. That's it.
Easy as that.
But Chad, if I had a problem with you and Patton Oswalt, I'm going to choose the guy who killed his wife to be friends with so he doesn't kill me over you, because you'll just yell at me. You won't kill me or anyone I know. So Sam probably had to stay with him so his family didn't get murdered by Patton Oswalt.
Patton
Oswalt murdered his wife.
Is he worse?
That's the clip you could put up right now. Patton Oswalt,
clip
I'm
it.
taking Chad's thunder. I'm taking the rub. It's me now. I'm Connecticut's third best comic. I'm saying it right now.
Let's fucking
Killed his wife.
Joe Exotic actually had a good idea for merch. He said you should come out with a shirt that said Patton did it.
Is he worse than Jim Carrey giving his wife herpes until she killed herself?
Jim Carrey's just the worst to begin with.
Either Joe Exotic or Steve Torelli or whatever, make a shirt that just says, with the OJ thing, if I did it, but just Patton's face on there in the same book cover.
Believe all women.
There's a big glove.
I feel guilty because I still
like Patton Oswalt.
King of Queens is one of my one and only favorite sitcoms. So
what?
Wow. Okay.
Believe all women until I killed them.
Doesn't he have Down syndrome? Doesn't he have to with that head? Like, don't you have to have? Isn't
That
the
is a
rules?
big head. He looks like if he lost a lot of weight, he could perfectly.
He has the same thing that Brian McCarthy has. He looks like he's a midget child.
That's gotta suck. That if Patton Oswalt is the Highlander of that fucking look. Like he did everything you could with that retard Hobbit look, and then you're McCarthy, and you're like, I'm trying, but you're never gonna be Patton Oswalt, and no one wants to fucking be Patton Oswalt because they're all fucking toads.
You know what's fun? It's funny is going back to what we're saying. Patton started out as the alternative comic. He was the comedians of comedian. He had Zach
Poison, all those guys.
They played rock clubs. They were alternative. And they were against the system. Now they are the system. He's in Pixar films, sitcoms. He is the system, and we're outsiders. I'm an outsider. Kevin Brennan's an outsider. We're outsiders.
Well, you two didn't kill your wife.
Maybe
you need to kill your wife.
Yes.
So you can get a wife, kill her, big time stardom.
Okay.
I was just informed that Patton Oswalt has a lifetime Baskin Robbins card.
Jesus.
He looks like it.
Yeah, he looks.
So
yeah.
does the guy Steve from Stranger Things.
How do you know that?
Because he posted it when he was in the last episode or last season. He goes, "Oh look, I got this." So him and Patton Oswalt have the same stupid diabetes batch.
So maybe it's not Pizzagate, it's Ice Cream Gate.
They can
Right,
get
well,
a,
that would suck.
It's faggot gate. It's fine.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
I think
Rackham. Does that mean
Rackham.
something? Anyway,
I think Mead brought it up. The important subject right now is Brian McCarthy. I don't understand how people are losing track of the problem that's going on of Brian McCarthy.
It's an issue. I mean, he won't even come back on my show. I've apologized for.
I don't know any of this world. It's fun just to look in.
Well, look, I mean, so him and Chad had another interaction where he started responding to you.
I look fucking looking on our world. You can get the fuck out of here anytime.
Chad, we should be friends because you and I both just fight with people. I think this is great.
Stancil, I think you got water in your phone when you were in the tub.
Yeah, I think you did.
Jeez, but yeah, Brian, what is he having meltdown still? He had to change the timing of his show. He's doing it a different time because the phone number. What was it? Gil Bravo kept calling in. It made him end the show quickly.
Yeah, that was a problem when I gave out his number on your show.
Fantastic.
That became an issue. And I didn't. I was supposed to say this on Kevin's podcast, so I'll save the exclusive for yours.
Here we go.
Brian McCarthy makes $254 on his Patreon.
Right.
So you heard it here first.
And
but he has like
how
many people you said though?
Weren't you going to release how you found out this information, Chad?
And I could do that now if you like.
Oh yes.
No, but how many people does he have?
100 Twitter or Patreon.
See, that's the weird part. The math is odd.
It is. Yeah. It's like how many people would donate because they could donate different. Yeah, well, they can donate different.
I know, but they're just literally giving him change sometimes. Some of them.
Yeah.
He's
giving away his show for change. Like he's giving it away. Like the cheapest I do is $3. I mean, I know it's cheap, but like it's still not change. It's something, and it can add up. I don't go high with it, but like to say like 50 cents is weird. Like why even charge then?
What's his stipend from his wife's father?
I don't know the situation on that.
There has to be something weird about her. That he's accepting that.
As a guy who was on the inside at one point in his home, he definitely is getting some sort of financial assistance from something or someone. I'm assuming it's her.
SSI, maybe disability because he claims he's blind.
Yeah, and I think we broke on this podcast that he never wrote the Dos Equis ads. Pretty much 90% of his career is a lie. So he's getting something from disability and his wife. That's what I think.
Why are you putting headphones in now?
Can you guys hear me?
Dude, you make so much noise during this entire show. It just
that's what it's out of control. If you guys do this, whoo, I love it.
Is this better?
No, it's
nothing is better.
It's better.
You look good.
Right when we're about to wrap
better, please.
Yeah, right when we're wrapping.
No. The point is,
me just walk into the room that he's in because we don't know you're in the same house. Just don't fucking tell him to stop it. Can we end this charade? You're in the same house.
No, I don't have any trinkets on a fucking mantle in my house. This is not. His mother is a hoarder. We all know.
It's a womantle.
Leave off the ER. And yeah,
Hoard.
Dumb bitch.
Hoard.
But yeah.
No,
Brian has been known to be a liar, and he's being proven, and they're renting everything, and his wife works for the NBA, and
there's the money right there.
Does anybody know where they moved to?
Manhattan.
Well, we need some coordinates. It's weird that he would move randomly too after every show he's ever been on talking about Park Slope so much. He owns the house and all that. All of a sudden, what seemed like overnight, he's going to move to Manhattan. No, I mean that's got to have something to do with
I just hated his arrogance. I met guys like Brian McCarthy in LA. Like I met a million of those dudes.
Yeah,
and they're all full of shit. They all got big things going, and at the end of the day, they have nothing going.
Right. I mean, we saw what happened when he came on my show. He just kept talking to the fact where shout out Dominic Sin was able to write a 3-page report, over all the different bullshit and timelines that Brian McCarthy was lying about. I mean, that was insane.
By the way, that was one of my favorite That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Did you
this
just
year.
delivered mail during this show? What happened?
No, this is
what the
this is a
fuck?
report that we used on one of the earlier episodes.
Because we would have believed you if you just said you had a report, but you're like, let me show you the.
You need
Well,
somebody with a hand. to
I
come
haven't
out of
seen
the corner.
anybody open a letter in like a decade.
Yeah, it was real weird,
Yeah.
wasn't it? It was like a
Well,
fucking
I
time
had
machine.
it sitting out on the table, but I'm packing all my shit to move, so I put it in an envelope to make it easier because I got to hold on to that just in case I
Should've
run
got
into
an
Brian.
envelope opener, like those metal knives. That
Yeah,
put
yeah,
that
just
load
a
on
real
it.
big K bar. How about that? That would be a little bit better. I got a ski mask on, yeah.
What is Brian McCarthy? Was he a comment? I don't know anything about this.
He was a nobody.
No, but how did he get? How's he? I mean, I know he was the sidekick for fucking Brennan.
That's actually kind of a great question. Chad, do you have insight on that? I forget. I know
Like, how
Kevin
did
has
he-
said
how
it,
did
but how did
Kevin
he
find
actually
him?
get
How
on
did
Burning
he
Brennan?
get on Misery Loves Company? or
I'll tell you
Burning
exactly. Eddie Ift. Eddie Ift was a
Yeah.
friend
That's
of
right.
mine.
It was Eddie F. That's right. That's right.
And Eddie Ift's another LA douche that flaked on me because I headlined the Stress Factory, and he freaked
And he
out.
hates elevators.
And he hates elevators. And Brian McCarthy was a huge fan of Kevin's and Jim and Sam and that whole world. He wanted a part of it. He begged Eddie to get him on the show, and from there he did his schmoozing and basically fed Kevin a bunch of bullshit about making money, and he got his way on the show. That's how he did it. He was a scumbag about it.
What
He
were
wrote no
they,
commercials.
Both frequent Gallagher's 2000 in Queens.
Yeah. Yeah.
They met.
Well,
over
listen,
at
I
Jazz Dance.
did the Chad challenge. I encourage our listeners to do the same. Join our Patreon first, but then if you're a Brian McCarthy Patreon member, drop it and then join Chad's.
Right.
That's
And,
the challenge. The challenge is leave.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I did
Yeah.
it. I did
It's
it because it's
exciting.
fucking funny. I don't give a fuck.
Do the
Chad put it
challenge,
out there
Chad,
and
yeah.
did
I
it.
also challenge people to leave Brian McCarthy's Patreon and join mine. I'll be brave. Also, please find it in your heart to take this money away from that fat fuck and give it to me. And I don't know who he is, but fuck you. If you talk
Chad,
about me,
I'll
I'll get more
either-
listeners.
Let's
Chad,
get it.
I'll-
Let's
I'll
get his
either-
Patreon under 100.
It almost is. I thought it was the other day. Did he earn some more? I thought it was below 99. Where's
Yeah,
it
but
at
his
right
wife
now?
probably keeps giving fake accounts and just giving him money. That's
He's
how
just
she pays
signing
her
up for the whole
allowance.
NBA team. Like,
Yeah,
here's-
she has like Zion Williamson joining his.
Kyrie Irving's under the
Patreon.
$3
Yeah.
tier.
yeah. It's like, oh, I think he could afford a little bit more.
All
That'd
his
be great if it
Patreons
was
are
just his wife
father-in-law.
100 something times, just giving him an allowance. That's all it is. Your stupid mustache money.
You know
whatever
what,
the fuck
Pat? You might not be wrong. That actually makes a lot of sense because
You
I
really
don't
might
see
not be
how
wrong.
100 people could be still signed up for his Patreon. I say one bad comment, people unsubscribe from mine. I mean,
When's the last time he put out content?
I don't know. I've never been a patron. Jim.
He puts it out every week.
Yeah, he posts things all the time. I see in my feed because you fuckers all retweet him and talk about him all the time.
I'm blocked by him, so I
I
have
wonder
no
if he
idea.
blocked me. Yeah, I haven't been seeing no
Right.
action. I tried to get him to do my show a few times more, and he's still very angry at the little ski mask host.
Yeah, because you're a fucking bamboozler. It's awesome. But like, yeah, people are afraid of you, dude. They come in, they know they're gonna get sucker punched. It's
Plus,
cool.
he has narcissistic personality disorder. He thinks he's bigger than what he is, and when you attack
Yes.
his ego, he doesn't know how to handle it. So the reason why I trash him so much because I love seeing him freak out. It's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
I enjoy his freakouts.
It's amazing. He went on that huge Twitter rant. That was actually the last. I made him delete his fucking Twitter. That
True.
happened right after the show. Was that the one you were on too? When we ever uncovered his Dos Equis thing? Next day, Twitter gone. He's back now, but it's a little bit different because he couldn't
Well,
get his original plug back.
Joe
You-
Exotic took over the Twitter and his YouTube.
Yes. Shout out Joe Exotic.
My how you've grown, Ski Mask. At one point, you were taking down people like Brian McCarthy, and now Schmeckles are trying to take you down.
Yeah, but nobody's
world
gonna
is
take me. I mean,
turned.
what are they gonna? What are they
That's
gonna
what I'm
hurt?
saying. That's what I'm saying. You're stronger than McCarthy.
Right. I have nothing. There's no
Yeah, but
way.
hey, listen, Brian's got 4 great tattoos to show for it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
Once again, yes,
God,
that's-
No, they're
Fucking
terrible.
God.
They're all
Look at
terrible.
all-
You
and
never
you
get
have
you never
all-
get your first tattoo when you're over 40.
Or when you're sober.
Wow.
I mean, good.
if
God.
if I got a tattoo, I would have to get it over 40.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you should
You
get
also have
You
to
should get
get
an
a-
8-ball on your head,
I'm
Pat.
good. Yeah, I should. You're right. I
Yeah,
should
I
get
re-
an 8-ball man or wear
You should get a
mask.
big 8-ball up there. Come on the
That
show.
would
Plug
be
the Patreon.
really,
I would
That
sign
would
up for
be
that.
very American Valley of
That's
you.
the
to get an
Pat Oates
8-ball.
challenge. Get an 8-ball tattooed on your head and then leave Brian McCarthy's Patreon. And then Ski Mask will send you a t-shirt.
Hey,
Oh,
good
so-
news, good news. So here's an exclusive update. It's
Uh-oh.
down to 99.
Exclusive.
I don't know if it just happened, but it went from 100 to 99 within the last
Double
2 hours.
digits. Double digits.
So
If
good
you're
job,
someone
guys.
who's
We did
watching
it.
this right now live and just dropped him while watching this live, please call in a tub.
How
and
many
we
people-
will-
Message us.
we will,
Message
we
us.
will
message
sign you
me,
back
I'll
up
send
to
you something.
McCarthy's Patreon just so we can pull.
Sign you up to Chad's.
Hold on. I'm
I'll
reading.
send you the tub water.
I'm reading the live chat here. People are talking about it. Oh, I know who this guy is. I just figured it out. Okay. Dominic Sin operates under 2 different names. Just figured it out.
Of course.
Shout out Dominic in the chat room. I won't give it out.
Read some questions. God damn it! I don't need to hear
Questions.
this
Well, no,
shit.
people are just ranting. They're okay. You want me to read the questions? I mean,
Yeah.
well, shit.
It's just going to be people being mean.
Yeah, I mean,
Whoever
it's
said
good.
Whoever said Amy looks.
Read
like a
anything
faggot
they
right
say
there.
about Chad.
Okay. All right. I'll read all the Chad stuff. How many does Chad have, though? Talking about Patreons. Chad, I'm your biggest fan. Shout me out. The American Dream Show. Give them a shout out. They tried to have us on Sunday, but they couldn't get
Oh,
the
the
stuff
American
together.
Dream Show. Yeah, those are good guys. Give
Yeah,
them a
yeah.
shout
the
out, Chad.
co-host went AWOL.
Is that what happened? Yeah, they said he couldn't get a hold of him. Chad's podcast is usually great. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I guess somebody was. I'm reading.
Not every episode's a winner. I mean,
I'm reading from the
bottom.
bottom up. I know that. Yeah, not every episode is a winner. All the Patreon.
Nobody will go back to this one.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
they will.
not to interrupt you, Ski Mask, but some people will send me messages about Kevin's podcast or like, man, this fucking week sucks, man. I'm gonna like. They're the most judgmental people. I go, listen, I was a huge fan of Breaking Bad, but there were a couple episodes that weren't that good.
Right. I have to admit though, that fucking Patreon comment list is entertaining as hell. Like I keep update. I check it every day. Like when there's a new MLC on Patreon, and I'm just like these they're fucking savages in there. Like
These
what?
people are the worst.
They
people in the
live in
world.
that chat room. It's insane.
They're the worst people in the world.
Yeah,
Fuck all of you people, you pieces of shit.
Stancil, they love you.
Fuck
Oh,
you if you love me.
The first time I
love
went
you.
on Kumia and was feeling like cloud 9, and then someone goes, "Hey, check out Reddit," and then I realized I never want to go on Reddit ever again.
Never
goes
been
on
on Reddit. Reddit's for big.
No, but it was on there. People who really know how to make fun of me, like I was in high school again.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
good
that's the
fucking
thing.
time.
They're like people that post on Reddit, like one time someone sent a screen grab, they're calling me a loser. I'm like, you post on Reddit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. What do you like?
Thank you,
That's
Chad.
what you
Rack 'em.
do.
I've had Reddit one time. I couldn't figure out how to make a fucking post. I was like, oh, whatever, you know. Chad is great. Any talk of Joe Exotic. Black pilled Chad is slightly more tolerable than desperate Chad. All right, whatever that means.
Oh, shout out to Joe Exotic because he's the one that made the video that Sam Simon commented on, right?
Yeah,
What's
that's
that
Joe
Simon
Exotic.
Sam Simons.
Sam
Yeah,
Simon,
he's,
whatever the fuck his name. Who gives a fuck? Whatever the
He
fuck
does
his
great
No,
work.
Sam Simons is better.
name- whatever the
Perfect.
fuck he is.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Fuck that
could-
fucking.
That was Joe Exotic. I saw him post that going, dude, that's my video. He was all proud. I'm like, yeah, there you go, Joe.
Who's
All
Sam
right,
Simon?
boys.
Sam Simon, whatever that guy's name
Yeah,
is.
the guy who
Fucking-
called out.
right.
Yeah, what that phony that called
I
out
said his name wrong.
Shane Gillis.
Oh,
Whatever.
Chad.
What's up?
What do you have to say about your appearance and in hot water the other week? You kind of bombed the
Oh.
second time you were on.
Wow.
and Aaron
Hell,
Berg
Chad.
called you out.
Oh, fuck those guys. Aaron and fucking Gino, they're idiots. So I was just being dumb with them. They're dumb.
Well, Gino is an idiot. I don't know about Aaron.
I
It's,
love
it's, it's
Gino.
impossible to do that fucking show because they're just all over the fucking map. So I decided I'm just gonna fuck around. Like they do that shit all the time. They think that, listen, I have no problem with them. I love them. I really do. But come on, man. It's like the show's fucking it's chaos. It's complete chaos.
No, it is. It is.
I didn't expect a Frost Nixon debate between me and Gino. You just
Hilarious. All right, boys. This has been a good hour 20.
By the way, if you like Gino, check out the latest Pat Oates podcast coming
Yeah.
on Friday with Gino Bisconti. Anyways,
episode
Wow.
300, is that right?
yeah, it
Can't
is.
wait for that.
If you want to go a little bit further down on the list, episode 299, check that out.
By the way, if you want to interview Gino, all you have to do is just message him. It's that simple.
There's nothing wrong with that. How did you get an agent to get you this gig, Chad?
Just throw-
Chad, I love the new
We both
shirt.
got message
Plug
for
the
this
new
too.
shirts. Plug the
Oh, yeah.
website. Plug it all.
I'll send this
I'm a
to you
Dick
guys.
316, I love it.
I'm a Dick 316 shirts. They're out. I'll send you guys some for free.
All
Send
right.
me a
Love it.
message.
Oh, I
that
was
the
going to
Bible?
buy it, but okay, I'll take it.
Stone Cold inspired. I got
Yeah.
you.
Nice,
By
Chad.
the way, Mead, your guy is still working so hard in the back.
Yeah, he
just
wants to.
I know.
Right
I'm gonna
by.
go have sex.
Is he?
with him
Is he?
right
I'm
now.
on my phone. Let me take a look at it.
Chad,
Just
Chad,
turn
we got
around. He's
a,
behind you, Jim.
Chad, what are we doing? You got spots in Florida coming up? I heard
What
you got
dates are
one
you
this
looking
weekend.
at? I'm at Port Charlotte this weekend, and next Sunday I have I'm at Fort Walton Beach next Saturday, and I don't know
Sounds
when you
awful.
plan on coming down.
It's either going to be this weekend or the next weekend
Nice.
It can't be the next
Just to
weekend 'cause
narrow
I'm
it
Chad,
down.
doing a
Chad,
show
I'll
with
tell
you.
you. I'll tell you when I'm coming down. We're gonna hang out. We'll have a fucking good time.
No,
I'll buy you
DM me.
drinks.
I'll even come meet up with you. That's
Absolutely. I'll
Yeah,
fly.
let me
I'm
know.
flying into Tampa no matter what, so I can fuck Alex
Yeah.
Engelbert.
If you want to
But-
meet up with Chad, all you have to do is message him.
Somebody
Yeah, I get-
clip that. Somebody clip that and send it to Alex Engelbert, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
That's my-
post-
I
Yeah,
mean,
because she
I'm
just
pretty-
talked about wanting him to die, so that'll
That's
help
gonna
her
be
out.
my. That's gonna be my Ahab moment. That's
no.
my
I
white
live
whale.
like 3 miles from the airport. If you need a ride, just let
All
me
right.
I
know.
would, a white whale might not be the best thing to call.
Boys, you guys are.
He meant
Wild,
whale,
wild boy.
W-A-I-L, like the noise she'll make during the sex. That's
Yeah.
what
Patty, you had the comics next
I'm at
weekend?
comics on Thursday, and I'm doing a private thing in some fucking person's backyard on Saturday. And I'm doing
Nice.
your thing the Saturday after. So
Yeah. Pat's gonna be in my backyard.
you'll be in Florida apparently next weekend.
No.
Backyard.
No. We're gonna
You
make
just
this
said
work.
next weekend I'll probably be in Florida.
No,
but I'm
it's
in your
gonna be the
backyard
weekend
next
after.
week.
It's just you, Pat. You're just showing up to the
Just me,
backyard.
just me,
I gotta
you
make
know.
money for drugs and whatever Alex Engelbert needs, and
Yeah.
then to whatever pay for Chad. So because I don't Patreon him. So
All
Um,
right. Well,
whatever.
Well,
I'll
shout
take
out to
that
the
for it.
fans. Thanks to everybody that supports what we're doing. Thank you.
Chad,
And
appreciate you
remember-
making an
Thank you,
appearance,
Chad.
coming
the
back on
money
the
you
show.
take from Brian McCarthy belongs to Chad. Take it from him.
And
7
you,
cents
Pat.
a day. No.
And you,
I-
Ski Man, all of you.
This is you. No, this is your fight. You take
I
Brian's
share,
money. You
but
take
I
it.
share. I share his money with everyone.
When that's
I
a
don't-
beautiful thing.
I don't need any
It's like
money. Look
Robin
at it.
Hood.
I have a boy toy. I have a palatial estate.
Wow.
That is
You
not
know.
a toy.
I'm gonna go suck the.
Yeah, just go blow
All
him
right,
already. Or
don't
let him blow
just-
you.
Trans lives matter.
Anyway, we got a good
Jesus
show on tomorrow.
Christ.
Bob
I
Levy.
make a terrible fat woman. I really do.
We got Bob Levy on tomorrow with Caitlin Murphy. So
We got
Ooh,
Bob
his
Levy
birthday.
tomorrow. Did
Yeah.
you book him?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
the day after his birthday.
nice. All right.
I really think Bob Levy might be my dad.
That's
Okay.
actual fact. You want to get into it for,
We should
for
do
like
a
5
DNA
minutes, man?
test.
Probably want to
Yeah,
talk about
we'll-
tomorrow.
and-
It's a hit.
Yeah, we'll get into it tomorrow. Listen here, all right? Check it out. Tub Club, officially 4 names on this motherfucker, all right? If you want to join the Tub Club, get the shirt.
Nobody will
Email
see that.
host@skimaskcollective.com. Chad, thank you for appearing again. Pat,
Chad,
always a pleasure.
fucking
Always a
man,
blast on your
sir.
show. Sign up for Pat's Patreon. Listen to episode 299.
God bless.
That's where if
Rack
you
me.
want some of that shit talk, that's where we trash.
Thank you.